Jim 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 Jiminy. Jim Jim Jiminy. Jim Jim Jiminy.
Oh, he's
Jiminy.
performing.
Jiminy. Jim
Jim,
Jiminy.
Jim, Jiminy.
Jim Jiminy. Jimmy.
I'm looking directly into your tambourine.
I will
It's
hypnotize you
beautiful.
from here.
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah.
You're already getting me. Welcome, all the fellas to the Hydra Link podcast. We're doing a bit more fishing, and we still have to figure out where we're fishing,
Dude, you forgot the most
wherever the road
important
may
part
take
of this
us.
intro.
Oh my God, it's I forget that you're gonna be fishing along with you, me, and of course the other guy here.
Oh, yeah, that part.
And
That's not what I was intending. No, it's the most important
what
part.
what part?
It's a Valentine's Day episode. Put up the
You're
graphic.
right. This isn't just your normal fucking fellas. Hydra Link. We're doing the Valentine's Day edition.
Yeah,
Got a
put
little
up
bit
the
to talk about
graphic
there, of
again.
course. Put a lovey doveys. Of course, this comes out like the day after Valentine's. Hope you had a nice one.
But it is being recorded on.
Unless you're in the stream with us, then you're
Actually, this
a
is not a
sexy,
bad spot. Just
special
right
fella.
here. Get a little lighthouse backdrop.
Oh, yeah. I still have my fucking render like way low. It's all foggy for me.
You're playing Silent
I think it's
Hill
best for that.
fishing.
Yeah. How I like it. How I like it. Get our first cast going. Any plans today for the Valentine's holiday?
Can't say I have any. It's not really something I ever really did anything for, even though I've been in a solid 5 years.
Ooh, applause, Adam. Well
Adam, put
done.
up the graphic again. And it's with
5 years.
Cameron.
No, that's nothing to be shameful about. That's a nice relationship. Doesn't have to be, you know, what's the word? It doesn't have to be defined by like the holidays and the, ways you celebrate it, showing off to everybody else. It can be a personal thing.
Valentine's Day is kind of like a filtered birthday, really.
Yeah,
You should just
yeah. I
kind of
think
give
it's
them
a
something.
great time to give gifts. Like it's a little time after Christmas to be like, hey, something special for you. If I didn't get you something special for Christmas, this is why, you know. And then you can wait till their birthday. Hopefully, it's not in the same season.
Who was for his Valentine? Well, it's close.
Yeah, if it's damn close, you can put them as the same gift. I always feel bad for people whose like birthday is Christmas or anything like that.
Unless they're religious and they're like, my birthday is close to Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus loves me. I'm gonna get
You
a
ever celebrate
Christmas
in
gift
like
from
class?
Jesus. You know, I won't lie.
You ever celebrate like at school?
I won't lie when it was near Valentine's Day and like ladies got flowers from their secret admirer. I'm like, I want to be that. I want flowers.
Right. I got one random time, and I'm still not sure who it's from. Maybe someone told me, but I forget already.
You
But
got
it
one.
was very confusing at the time. But it wasn't even like hey, this is from your secret admirer. It was like a balloon gram, where
Oh,
someone like paid $1 to give you like a yellow balloon, or they could give you like a pink balloon or
then you
a
have
red
to
balloon, and
carry it
supposedly
around.
it was like, yeah, and you have to show everyone that you got a balloon. But it was like, I think the yellow ones were just supposed to be like for friends, something like that. Like they gave colors that defined it for the
Oh,
type of relationship,
that's very
or
sweet.
if it was like you wanted to ask someone out, you give them a purple one or something like that. But
It's very sweet.
I think it was a yellow one, and I think it was from like some kind of, I don't remember the exact phrasing. It was like from a secret friend, like just your
Secret
friend, but I'm not
friend.
gonna tell you who it was. Like not a secret admirer, just like a secret friend.
That'd be amazing if it just said like,
And
figure it
I don't
out.
remember. Right? Fucking mystery. I had friends that just liked to prank me a lot like that. I don't know why.
You seem very prankable.
Yeah.
You'll be
Yeah,
like,
because so many
you
people would do it to me.
guys.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get mad at least.
Yeah, at least not now. Yeah, no, and then my fucking high school thing with all that stuff was very uneventful. To to be frank, I wouldn't have really like the friend groups I had in school and in middle school if I didn't follow Isaiah, went to his friend group, and then he leaves and I stay there. I won't.
Yeah,
I didn't steal his friend groups, but he made them and then I joined it.
he changed a lot throughout school. What a guy for sure. But he also didn't change all that much, if we're
Well,
being real.
looks a lot different.
Yeah, he's a big fucking square-headed Steve-looking motherfucker, Minecraft guy. No hate, love that guy.
Bro straight up uploaded a Minecraft skin in real life.
he, he literally looks like if you made Steve a guy.
I'm getting a lot of like biggie fishes here.
I feel like I'm not getting that much. I got a couple, I guess, big ones, but it's been slow. It's been slow. Maybe my bait fucking died. I got a crappie. Oh, in like elementary school, did you guys like have to exchange Valentines to like
Yes.
everyone in class?
Yes,
You
that was
remember that shit?
fun. You go in a
Yeah.
circle and like everybody gives each other candy.
Yeah, you would get like a piece of candy and like a piece of paper that said their name and who it was from. Like you had to do that, or else you were an asshole. You were an asshole,
What do
and
you
you could
mean
get
I
like
don't
a
get
box
candy?
of.
Well, I don't love you. That's not the point. I want candy.
Some people brought like cookies and shit, but I feel like the best part was when they made us like make a mailbox and like get all
Mm.
arts and
I
craftsy, and
think they
everyone had
did that for
delivered their
us too,
Valentine's Day.
but it
Like
was
they had
like
delivered
just
to your mailbox.
it wasn't a mailbox, but it was like a since the desks had the little drawer opening at the bottom, you put it there.
Right. Yeah. I remember having to decorate a box, rather. A couple times, maybe a couple years in elementary.
Dude, grade 5 was fucking a killer year, dude.
Yeah, I remember being big man on campus, but you're still like young enough to not give a fuck about anything else in the world.
We were big man. We had the same teacher from 4th grade to 5th grade because he requested that he stick with this group of kids.
That's cool.
He was teaching us a lot about computers. Like, we had a competition in who did the best in Oregon Trail, and then we also made little houses in Google SketchUp, uh, stuff like that. It even got to the point where he was teaching us more modern day things that when he was like, all right, I got to teach you like certain things that the scientific or the science curriculum says I have to teach you. So we're going to go through it quick. Rain, how is it done? Cloud, water goes in cloud, make rain. All right, cool. he was
Speed run this bitch.
he was a very very different teacher. Like I said, we had him from 4th grade to 5th grade, and in 4th grade, he was like doing chess
Wow.
tournaments, and we were doing Rube Goldberg machines,
So fun. Yeah, interactive. Wow.
and then was
That's
also
such good
baller.
like learning.
Yeah, he was teaching us things that a normal teacher would not teach us. He even was like,
Right.
let's do a thing during the summer, and we'll do just a bunch of science projects, like fucking, we'll put a bunch of stuff on like wings and stuff on a soda bottle, and then we'll make it turn into a rocket, and then we'll see who does
Fucking
the
nuts.
best rocket.
Hell yeah.
So he had all that, and
That's
then he
insane that
did,
there's so many of these things you did. That's so wild.
yeah, and that's really where I first learned YouTube was because he showed me the computer. So that's when YouTube came into my
Yeah.
life through that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember fucking like sitting around a family computer with people and being like, "Watch this YouTube clip," and then watch this YouTube, and then I saw this one dude. Don't look. His name is Dude Perfect, dude. He does all these cool trick shots, dude.
Listen to me. He's called Dude Perfect, dude.
He's so good at it.
This whole
He does
group
it
is
first
called
try
one
every
guy.
time. His name is Dude Perfect.
Yeah, that he had that. Then
That's him.
we played.
That's the dude perfect.
then we had then we had fun games we played because there was a giant yard behind the classroom where we played like Red Rover, kickball,
Oh, that's a
uh,
fun.
soccer,
Fuck.
bunch of fun shit
I
like
miss those like
that.
PE games. Like, remember playing like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in PE?
No, can't say that I ever did
You
that.
you didn't play that one. They always had whack ass names. That was one of them in my elementary. But it was basically like it was like Team Capture the Flag, something
Oh,
like that, where you had like a home base and those were your sewers, and then they were like shredders and turtles, to give it like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle
shredders and
theme.
turtles.
But it was pretty cool.
Hmm. We made up a
I
game,
fuck
me and
with those
Isaiah
games.
and other kids with bouncy ball
Oh,
handball.
like on the recess like playground.
Yeah, on the black top, we came up with
Yeah, that's right.
we came up with that game where it's just back of the bus handball, but obviously it's with a bouncy ball, and instead of hitting it against the wall, you got to catch it, and then if you catch it, you're safe. But you can throw the bouncy ball soft, you can throw it fucking hard, and if you don't catch it,
Interesting.
if it bounces before you catch it, you're out, and you're out of the lineup. And it was because I
Wow.
think it was created because at Cardenas there was a little pinball game before you leave that if you put a quarter you can play pinball with a bouncy ball, and if you win
Yeah,
it you keep it.
I know what you mean.
And I
Yeah.
just had a fuck ton of those.
Fuck yeah.
I was like, guys, I got a
Wow.
new
Like
bouncy
what are
ball.
those
Let's
little
play.
like the quarter size bouncy balls, like just those tiny
Yeah,
ones?
that's why it could be hard
Those are
because
hard to catch.
that's why it was fun because it could be hard and you don't know if he's gonna fucking yeet it or if he's just gonna be like,
Right? And if you catch one of those going fast, that's like a fucking rubber bullet in your hand. That's wild.
well, it's always coming down because you have
What
to
a legendary game to play.
you have to hit the ball on the ground first, and then it ricochets off the wall, and then
On the ground and then off the wall. Yeah.
yeah, you can't not just throw it on the wall and it fucking hits you in the
No,
face.
obviously. Yeah, because in handball, that would be an illegal move
Yeah, of
usually
course.
to like just hit it against the wall first. You have to hit the ground
Yeah,
and then ricochet.
so that was
Yeah,
really
I
fun.
fucking
That was the
played
biggest
those
highlight
sports.
there.
That's lit. I used to play a lot of handball, but we also used to play butts up. Have you ever heard that? Sorry, maybe my elementary school was just fucked, but did you ever play butts up? I'm sure some people know what this is.
Dude, have you ever played Butts Up and then after that you played some Ninja Turtles? You mean the game? No, I mean like the
That's
running
what we
around one.
call. Yeah, dude, with the sewers and shit. No, butts up was with a tennis ball, and I've heard of
Oh,
a lot of people playing different like tennis ball based handball games, but this
hmm.
one you were supposed to throw it and hit the wall first. If
Oh,
you didn't hit the wall, that meant that you had to run and touch the wall before someone else threw it against the wall and hit it, or else you were out.
okay, that sounds
So it was kind of like a
familiar.
game of skill and power. You had to try to hit the wall before it hit the ground. And
Skill
if
and
someone hit it
power.
really hard, wherever you pick it up off the ground in the rotation, you have to throw it from. You have to stop there and throw it from there. So
Hmm.
like if someone throws it really hard, you go way out there to get it, you're fucked.
Hmm.
But the meaning of the game, why it's called butts up, is if you're out, you go up against the wall and we all throw the tennis ball at your ass and everyone gets a turn.
It's a
So the
tennis
first
ball
one
too.
out gets
That's
pelted with the most
fucking
balls.
mean.
It's a fucking tennis ball.
Oh Jesus. Oh dude.
They banned tennis balls from our school, dude.
It was a movement. That's fucked.
The teachers wouldn't let anyone play with a tennis ball at recess. It was crazy.
Yeah, look at that never happened to us. I think everybody was like
Yeah.
after recess was over, no one ever was schemy with their bouncy balls. Like they didn't use it in class or anything like that. They just They were
Yeah.
cool about it because I think they knew that like fuck, this could get lost and then it's over.
Yeah, those are tiny. Yeah, I would feel like just even at recess on the blacktop, it's gonna roll away into the field and you're just gonna lose it.
Luckily, the handball courts that we used behind us was grass, so it couldn't like bounce away.
Yeah.
Bro, nice chest, dude.
Ah, thanks. I've been working on it. Oh, pumping iron.
Golden trim.
I'm actually thinking about starting to lift weights a little bit more. I want to get more into a regimen,
Dude, can we work
cardio and
out
all.
together so I don't have this fucking tummy anymore?
Dude, yeah, hell yeah. If you want to go like hiking, I want to do that a lot
Oh
more.
shit. That's the first
But
option. Fucking walking up
that's
hills.
something I want to do.
Fuck.
Yeah. Get outdoorsy, you get fucking cardio while you're doing it.
I suppose.
You got to do it now while it's still winter time.
I
Otherwise, you got to wake up at
suppose.
like 5 a.m. to fucking do any running.
Man.
Man.
I want to
No,
get
but yeah,
no.
I'm probably gonna get like a gym membership, that sort of shit too.
That'd be killer. Cause man, I can't fucking do
Important.
it. There was a time before I get further into this conversation, I wanted to say one more thing about school. We had a reward system in school
Please do.
that was called you get a ticket to
Yeah,
Area
like points.
51. And we're like, what the fuck is Area 51? There was so you know how they have like those trailer little houses that they put the schools the classrooms in sometimes? Where it's got like a ramp and
sure.
you
Like
go, who the fuck? It's the other guy.
I know exactly what you mean.
Who this guy?
Where'd he cook? But
Oh, I don't have bait.
the other guy
Hi, other guy.
joined the game. What's up, man? Where'd you come from? Is he gonna find us? Are we gonna find him?
I don't know. What was I talking about? Area 50. Ow! Dickhead. So Area 51. It was a extra classroom on the strip of where the 5th grade classrooms were. Just vacant.
Yeah.
So the teachers decided to make it a little reward area. And what did they put in there? I only been in there, I think, like once, if not twice. And it was a place that you can go during recess that had a GameCube, that had a SNES, that had board games, that had shit like that,
No.
computers that you can play whatever you want on it. And that was your reward. You get to go in there during recess and play whatever you want. So they had like Mario Bros. All Stars for the SNES. They had Double Dash. They had Mario Party. They had a fuck ton of
Holy
stuff
shit.
to play. Like what a reward, right? And I
What a good
assume
idea, right?
I assume it came from them. Like they had these, and they're like, "Well, we're not playing with these. Let's make it like a little thing that they want to reward for." And then obviously it becomes like, "Dude, what's in Area 51?" Dude, you gotta get it. Oh, he's gone.
You gotta be good, bro. Oh, he left.
The other guy is gone. What did he say? Did he say anything?
Say anything?
I don't know.
He didn't even have a name on my screen.
No, he didn't. Why did they never have names? What the hell? The other guy shall never be named.
That's weird as fuck. What else were we talking about?
We were talking about Area 51, but then we were going to talk about work it out. And then I was going to talk about how at work there's a guy that used to work out a lot and then he stopped and he was like, "Man, I got to work out again." I was like, "Dude, if you want to work out, I'll work out with you." And then we got gym memberships. We did 2 days and then he's just like, "Yeah, I don't want to go into to do workout today." And I'm like, "Okay." And the next one, "Yeah, I don't want to really do it." And then after that, he just didn't want to do it. And I was like, "You fucking made me get a whole membership
right
for 2 days because I'm not doing it by myself. I can't. I need that that fallback."
I know what you mean, yeah.
I just can't do it
Yeah,
by
because there's too many
myself.
times you just say you're gonna do it, but helps to have someone to rely on. We've talked about that a little bit
Mm-hmm.
before, I'm sure.
It's very I don't know. It's like I don't want to be fit. I just want to be slim. That's all I want. Like it doesn't even have to be slim slim.
Yeah.
I ain't looking for no slim shady. Yes, I'm the real shady.
But you want to fit comfy in your clothes. You want to just, be
Yeah.
comfy, and I think that's always important. Everyone's got different goals, which is why it's always best not to compare as well.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm satisfied with every other part of
Ooh,
my
I got a
body.
treasure chest.
Just the tummy is not. I don't like it.
I have fucking 5 treasure chests that I'm not even doing anything with.
Dude, you can get
Should I
clothes
open
out of that. You
these?
should open them.
Osmetic salmon shorts.
Oh,
Those sound dope.
they look exactly like
Stand
your
up.
shorts right now.
I stood. I stood
He
up
fell
and
in the
died.
water. He fell in the water. Adam, put up the graphic.
What is happening?
Oh, I
My
fell in the
A key is
water again.
stuck.
Do it again.
My A key is stuck. What is happening? I'm being hacked.
I mean, you're very
I
blushy.
need
You're
to like
very
clean my.
intoxicated.
Maybe that's what's happening. What is happening?
I never really been thin before. I I've never really been like chubby either. I want to say, but I've never been really thin. Even when I did basic training, it never got to be thin. It got slimmer.
It's a lot of things. It definitely is not just exercise too,
No, it's
or at least
food.
for other people, because it can be very genetic based. Yeah, and diet's a big killer.
Mm.
I don't know if I've mentioned it too much, but I don't really eat meat.
You
Like here and
mentioned
there,
it to
I'll try a
me,
little
but
bit,
not on
but
pod. I don't think.
yeah, I for the past like maybe 4 years or thereabouts, I've been primarily plant-based diet, so minimal dairy and eggs as well.
Like a loser.
But
No, I'm just kidding.
recently, I've had a bit more eggs in my diet. Every now and then, a bit more cheese too, but the cheese especially doesn't really sit well in my stomach after kind of cutting it out.
Oh, mate.
Um, so I still do keep out a lot of dairy, but I feel like that does, in general, help cut out a lot of stuff that is easy to avoid. Um,
That probably helps. Yeah, probably having
it's
a lot
not
of
all
milk in
just
mine
sugar.
doesn't help. I mean, it also doesn't help with like, for me, because since my work's so spontaneous, and also different time schedules of like you're gonna work 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. and then you're gonna work 8 a.m. So my time to eat
Oof,
is
yeah.
on my way to work. So what's my options? All the bad ones.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it sucks that that's kind of just how like areas are set up, cities are set up, is to get like fast food that isn't that great for you. There's not really a whole lot of options right now. I could see it's moving toward a few. Like I hear about like a salad place that's opening up. I've seen salad places that are like drive through, but
There's so
it's
defeating
like,
too, where it's just like, oh, I gotta eat healthier. I need it.
why?
Oh, Adam put
What the fuck?
Adam put up the graphic. Double time. Pew 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 pew.
This drunk fuck doesn't know how to walk straight.
Like the main place I get like almost all the time, and it's because of convenience, fastness, and the reward system on the app is Del Taco. It's 20,
Mm-hmm.
24
Yeah.
hours, usually always a short line on the way right next to the house, and each meal that's like if I get 2 Del Taco meals, uh, or meal, not meals, it's like $11, and that $11 is like 120 points, and if I get 100, or if I get 1,400 points, I get a free meal. So it's like that's a
Wow.
yeah, and that free meal can go to something that's a little more expensive because it's any one of the numbered meals, and the Del Taco is just
Right?
like the
Yeah.
simplest one.
Dude, shout outs Del Taco. I've always fucked with Del Taco probably as my number one fast food. And they don't have them all too many places. They're pretty
No, I think
popular
it's more of like
where I grew up, but mostly California,
yeah.
like some West Coast, Southwest. Like even in the Central Coast of California, I lived out there a little bit when I was going to school. There was fucking no Del Tacos for miles and miles. Maybe one every fucking 45 miles.
Yeah. At least compared to like the only other competition of Taco Bell. Taco Bell,
Yeah,
like
Taco Bell's a lot more popular.
it's definitely like Taco Bell has a lot more options because they're crazy over there at the Bell. But like I don't
They're
know, Del
a
Taco is
much bigger company, though.
their crunchiness in the Del Taco is a lot more satisfying. They're even them having a burger, like the burger is
I was gonna say, yeah,
fine.
they have a solid burger.
It's nothing like you're not gonna be like, dude, I really want a fucking Del Taco burger. You're just like, I want Del Taco, but I don't really want having a taco. The burger's fine.
Right?
Like
Because Del
anytime,
Taco is still a quality you can respect and predict
yeah, because
in a burger.
anytime on the app it is like, all right, it's Del Taco Wednesday. You can get a BOGO burger. That's a waddle. You can have a BOGO burger, so you can have one burger normal, and then you can have burger free, and it's always double. It's never the single patty. So you're like, fuck yeah, buy like $7 on the or $6 or whatever on a normal burger. Get another burger, get a full meal right there for $6. Same goes for Sonic. Sonic has some crazy deals. They have like half price drinks all the time. You get you lucky motherfucker. Really showing off your
I'm
forehead. Yeah, brother. I love
Damn.
drinking my Bud Light with my cowboy hat and fish and
Hell yeah, brother. Hook light, brother.
hook light.
Gotta sit down, man. I almost fell over. Gotta play a little country song for you.
Play me. Baby, you a song to make me wanna roll my window down. Cruise. Yeah, play me a little ditty.
Yeah, little ditty, little didskis.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something like this and a bit of that.
Play Champagne Supernova.
I don't know how to play that. Maybe I could look up fucking the Oasis Wonderwall chords.
Champagne Supernova.
Something like that, yeah.
You can
right.
strum something and I can
use
sing something. We can like make a combined effort here.
Let me see if I can get some time. It's always gonna be hard when with the Discord delay.
Well, you just strum. Don't even worry about what I'm singing. I'll go off you.
Let me see what these chords are.
Was a Friday on the month of February. Was a Friday. Normal for others, but for me it's special cause it's Valentines. You're my Valentines. Fishing with you, we sitting side by side, and this is Valentines. Valentines, I caught you like I'm catching the fish. Catching the fish.
Fun controls.
That was really good. That was
Not
really
actually
good.
bad.
Adam, put up the graphic.
Straight jamming. Adam, I want to see like a fancy slow motion montage during that.
Yeah, do like a bunch of panning stuff. We'll give it to you at like the end of this pod.
We're gonna make Adam do a million things.
And when you put up that graphic, could you put like a fishing version of it? Like put some fishes with the graphic. Thank you. That was really good.
Thank you.
Could someone remix that?
Oh,
That'd be.
thank
I
you.
would
That was
love
excellent.
you.
Well done. They were dead simple chords. I was just seeing what worked.
It was a Friday.
But not like any other, bro. I caught you.
Valentines, you were my Valentines. Fishing with you, we sitting side by side. You're my Valentine, yeah, you're my Valentines. Fishing with you, I caught you like I caught the fish. I might have to get my friend that's making like little sad boy lo-fi raps to do something with that. That'd be cool. If you see on a one-off weekend, if we have that, or maybe another pod weekend, we could have a song.
I would love that too. That could be an easy one off. They don't have to be a game. I like the new kind of schedule though. I
Yeah, I
love
hope you all have
being able to
enjoyed
put all
that.
different kinds of things up.
I hope you all are enjoying the
Yeah,
new
I
schedule.
definitely the playthroughs have definitely gotten some traction, which is super nice to see. And there's been, I mean, a lot of grounds. Even our highest viewed short as of this recording is one of the most recent playthroughs that just got put up, and we finally have another one that just premiered. Little Kingdom Parts.
Yeah. Oh man, it's crazy. So obviously, getting ahead of the game, a lot of things that are coming out now are things that feel so long ago already.
Totally, yeah.
It really puts time in a good perspective because they say like life is short or time goes by fast, but when you're making content, time really goes by fast
Hmm.
because you're like, oh fuck, doing daily uploads isn't fast enough.
Yeah, exactly. And it was so funny. At some point, we were definitely like a bit behind when we were doing every other day. We're like,
Mm.
oh, we really have to like make sure we make this next recording session happen in like the next day. But like now, it's like, other than the podcast, which we do pretty sparse, we
Obviously,
have
this
like
being
so
the
much
day
footage.
before it
Yeah.
comes out because it's Valentine's Day. Put up the graphic.
It's graphic.
All right, we're
Yep.
done with that. No more of that.
Yeah. Put the graphic away. All right, chill. There's kids here.
You were saying,
Was I?
yeah, you were talking about like being ahead compared to.
Yeah, it's shocking. We did start, like I said, a little bit behind in doing every other day, and now we're like months in advance doing dailies. We've really kind of found a bit of a groove in that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I still say shorts. I want to put a little bit more effort myself in. I know those do seem to bring in a lot more audience and have done rather well for the channel, and we appreciate all that.
Because those little brain rotters.
We know I do it too. Honestly, I am a doom scroller, and I
Yeah.
did for a long time fight like YouTube Shorts, and I still do dislike YouTube Shorts, but I do think a lot of great creators make great shorts,
Hmm.
and so sometimes I get stuck there just looking for those.
Yeah.
Spend way too long.
There's one thing that I probably prefer Instagram Reels over Shorts is that I, for some reason, am very picky on videos that I give a like. But for Insta, I just, if I like it, I'll like it.
Yeah, I used to be like that with Instagram, and then I felt like it was a bit too public, and I stopped doing it, and I started unliking like hundreds of posts that I had liked. And I still think I have a few very old likes, that I never unliked. But yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why exactly. Like I said, I guess I just felt like if someone went through my likes that I didn't know, I didn't want them to know that I like Star Wars or something like that. I don't know.
Don't look at
Like
my
it wouldn't be
profile.
fucking obvious.
Stop
Yeah.
looking.
Stop looking. But I'm very much a slut on YouTube. Not so much on, well, no, on shorts as well. Like if I like the short, I'll definitely drop it a like. But I'll like it's just literally if it made me laugh, if I want to support the creator, if I think it was well made,
Some
yeah, drop a
people,
like.
Some people, definitely the more creative people with like doodles and animatics and stuff, put a lot more. I shouldn't just state that like it's fact, but it looks like you see more of them putting the effort on a short than on a video because it's in
Hmm.
shorter format. People more likely see it, and it being an animation are like, "Ooh, let me look at it."
More eyes. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Something to oogle at while you're scrolling through, and it's definitely at this day and age something that gets more eyes on it, and it's the thing that most of like teenagers are using, like fucking 16 hours of the day, like
Yeah,
realistically.
people in teens trying to get that TikTok money. Even
Yeah,
with
and there's
our
a lot of money to
shorts,
be fucking had.
even with our shorts not being like we get decent viewerships. Probably not decent viewership as a short, but decent viewership for us
Sure.
just starting out. Even with our shorts being kind of
Yeah.
like basic, like we don't have the zoom ins, we don't have the subtitles, we don't have anything like that. It's just like here's generic video funny moment. Here you
Yeah,
go.
right.
And people are like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's clear too. I don't know exactly what the numbers match up with, but like people, rewatch it a couple times. Give it a couple of views or a couple of view time
Dude, it's cool to see
extra.
that like there's a what's the fucking word? There's an icon at the bottom right where it's just like you can green screen or share or whatever. It's cool to see that one go up, and you're like, oh shit, people like this enough to be able to do that. That's cool.
Oh, no way. That's tight as hell.
Y'all are rad. You fellas are rad. You other guys,
Cool ass fellas. Who knew? The other guy? You literally said hello, other guy, and he said, mm-mm.
if you had somebody that you were going on a date with for the first time, and you're like, all right, this date is to make it or break it. Like they really have to woo me. What would be the dinner that they have
Sure.
to make to woo you?
um, I think it doesn't have to be like a specific thing because I'm not super picky when it comes to food.
Mm-hmm.
But it would have to, and I think what would like woo me, what would win me over, would be something that definitely took effort, that took time. It doesn't even have to be that much, but like something that you went and you got some special ingredients, maybe even if they weren't that expensive. You bought something fresh, and you had spent some prep work. Maybe it's a multi-course thing where you have like a side dish along with a main, and clearly this is like you spent some time in the kitchen cooking multiple different things, keeping your eyes, keeping focused, thinking, all doing all this work, spending all your time, all your focus at that point in time for something that's ultimately for me, and that's what I would appreciate. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but that's the thought that I appreciate.
Yeah, I would
What do
like
you think?
some dino nuggies and mac and cheese and a cosmic brownie with chocolate milk.
That would really win over your heart.
Yeah, you would have me at your feet. I would be like, make me this
That's fair.
every day.
Yeah, I if there were some nice plant-based nuggies, I wouldn't be mad at that either.
They make vegan. You know what? Fuck
They're
you,
good.
because they do
I've
make
had
vegan.
I I've had that. I've had that brand. They're good.
You piss me off with your vegan, because you know what you get for being a vegan and what I get for not? You get fucking chicken fingers, and I can't because they only make it for vegans, and it's not fair.
That's wild. Really wild. I used to get.
Bitch ass.
I think they were like the alphabet shapes, or maybe they're just normal nugget shapes, but they were so good
Dude.
actually. That brand, the like Yum or Yummy, I forget
Dude,
what it is, that does the
imagine.
dinosaur ones.
Imagine so like your lover being like, I got you something special, and then you get the alphabety nuggies, and then right after that, and
And it
like,
says
here's your side,
"fuck
and
me."
it's alphabety spaghettios.
I made it special. Spells out a fucking love note.
It just says "fuck me." Is that what you said?
Yeah, the fucking nuggies, Fuckme.
For some reason, I feel
I'm
like they
really
wouldn't.
feeling it. I just realized the drunk effect pops up on the hub.
I feel like they wouldn't have all the letters for you to be able to make that.
Oh, surely, yeah. No, they're not gonna like put probably F at all. I feel like certain letters are harder to make than others, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if you make an F, if they already make an A, if you cut like one part of it, you make an F.
Yeah, you could definitely make an F.
And if you make a C, you made a
You can make
U.
any of them. You can make any of them, really.
So if you made a U or a C, you have the other one.
They would probably just choose not to put an F
What if they
for,
only
I think
primarily
specifically the F.
what if they only primarily put like things that can make squares, just like they have Fuckas.
I feel like there's no S and there's no F for sure. There would be too many bad words. Probably no H. Just a couple of like basic letters.
Fuck ass. Do you have a memory of your first swear? Or at least swearing in front of your parents and they're like, hammered.
Yeah. One of the earliest ones that I actually do remember was misreading the word pre as pricks. And I feel like it's pretty common for a kid to do,
Oh,
but
like
I
Grand
said it in
Prix.
front of my mom. Like Grand Prix, yeah, like a super, or what's it called, like an Indy
Oh, so
500
you
of
said
fucking.
prick.
So I was like, what is a pricks? And my mom's like,
Whoa!
oh, nice, nice catch. What the fuck? And I remember my mom being like, oh, don't. It's not said like that. If you say it like that, it's actually a bad word. I was like, I can't say that. And I was like, I fucked up. But I don't know if I think other than that, my parents were very occasional cursors. My mom maybe a lot more so, but like I had heard the words and I was pretty aware of what I shouldn't say, at least
Uh-huh.
by like probably second grade.
Yeah. And my mom was the swearer too. My dad wasn't so much. My grandparents really never. They
Hmm.
can, but like it's just not in there. Like me saying fucking, it's not just what they do. Um, but YouTube obviously opened up the gates for that. And then something in my mind that
True.
was there and now it's gone. What the fuck
Something you
was
have
it?
told off for? They wash your mouth out with soap.
No, they did not. What the hell was it? Oh yeah. So in school, I had I was always surrounded by the bad kids in like uh middle school, specifically middle school, because I just wanted to be cool. I was
Okay.
that kid, and I would wanting to be cool so bad. There was sometimes kids that were just like, "Can I borrow your phone?" Because they didn't have phones, and I had a shitty like Nokia brick phone, but it had internet. And
Ooh.
what I found out is like they'll be like, "Can I borrow your phone?" And I had no privacy then, so I was like, "Yeah, okay." So I give them my phone, and then later on they give me the phone back, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then I would like go search up some Sonic characters or something to draw, and then I would look at my history. It's just porn,
Jesus, of course.
and I'm like, "What they
Fucking
do with
kids
it?"
wildin'. Look how they massacred my boy.
So you're really looking at like it's literally like the old internet of you get a sexy photo and you're just watching like the top load in. And you're just like, ooh, there's her face. Ooh, that's how shitty the
Yeah,
phone was. And
it was
they're fucking like,
it was pretty
look at this hot
so
stuff.
bad, but it was all they had. That fucking 48 pixels.
And then there was another kid that like I was good friends with that came over and they showed me a website called Gaia Online, and it was just like a social
Wait, you
uh,
like?
Huh?
What was it called?
It was called
I
Gaia
like the second. What was it
Online.
called? Oh God,
I'm gonna.
I haven't heard
Oh,
of this.
this was like, um, it had characters that looked like they came from Maple Story, and they were. It was a website that you could just kind of like have a profile and customize your person, and then from the web browser you could go to downtown or the movie theater or um, the car meetup place, and you'll just go around there and you're just talking to other people that look like your Maple Story character. Instead, it's just more adult looking because
Right?
they have like sluttier clothes and shit like that. And the whole point he showed me this, he's just like,
Right.
look at this. Look at, you see that girl over there? I'm gonna swoon her over and then we're gonna fuck. And obviously you don't because they're just characters. They don't there's no animation for that. But it's just like
Sure.
you would just be like show pee pee and then they would be like suck. Like that.
Yeah, right.
That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. I've literally had a fucking friend, a cousin actually, do the same thing in front of me.
Let me see if that's still a thing because God, that website is old. Gaia Online.
I've heard of something similar
It's
happening, but
still
I've
a
definitely
thing!
seen my. That's crazy. My cousin used to do it in Wizard 101.
What?
You ever play that? You ever play that one?
Yes, I played that
He
one.
used to
What
have,
are you talking
he used to have
about?
a he had a wizarding girlfriend that would come and do like the thanks animation right up next to his player model, which the player gets down on their knees and like shakes their hands in front of their face. So she would do that like right in his crotch area, and it was like
Oh
just
my
clearly they were
God.
pretending she was sucking his dick, but they're like 11-year-olds. Like he's like, this is my girlfriend.
You know, it's not that far fetched because fucking when Kung Fu Panda was like really huge on Nickelodeon, they had, I think it was Nickelodeon, they had another like open world flash game thing where you can be like a panda, a tiger, and something else,
Ooh.
and you play like little mini games, but you could be a male or female tiger. And obviously I was a male tiger and I was getting a bunch of bitches that were female tigers, and I'm like, look at all my girlfriends. Like, because you can do a emote that does like a heart and it's just like so we did a bunch of that, and it's just
Ah,
like, oh
I
dude, they
get you.
like me, they like
I got so many bitches.
me. Look at all the pussy, literally. I would only go for
Yeah,
the
what a
tiger
time.
girls though. So all you panda girls, you suck. Which is what Becky
Damn,
was called. So
racist.
fuck Becky.
Shout outs the homies.
That's Bex, the first YouTuber. God, I can't believe that website's still up. It's a lot. I don't even know how I even managed to migrate through this website looking at it, because there's just a couple tabs. There's a shop which you pay mostly real money to give yourself cosmetics.
Damn.
But there is cheap ones. It's kind of like Roblox. And then the worlds that consist of the rally, Hollywood, and theater.
Hollywood.
And then there's games like fishing.
Who would do that? That sounds boring.
Yeah, for real. What the hell? I don't know what I want to do today for Valleys. I don't want to go eat somewhere.
Yeah,
but
you said you
there's,
didn't
like,
really have anything planned.
No, but I feel like I should. I
Well,
want.
eating is good, as we talked about. It's important.
I don't know, man.
I think
I'm.
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just prepare some nice snacks and a meal.
I got snacks. I got popcorn, and I got buttered popcorn, and I got caramel popcorn, and I got
You're so right for that.
white
You're so
cheddar
right.
popcorn, and I got corn,
Caramel popcorn.
and I got popcorn that we could pop for later.
Unpopped popcorn.
Kernels.
The kernels from a previously popped popcorn that didn't pop all the way.
Then I
That's
have
my
the
favorite part.
board game popcorn that we can play.
Then we can do some popcorn reading.
I forgot this was called. Popcorn reading. I feel like
You
there
ever
was like
made
a
Jiffy Pop
website.
on the stove?
Jiffy Pop? What the fuck is Jiffy Pop?
You don't know what Jiffy Pop is? You should look it
No.
up. It's like it's a
No,
pre-made
you
like
tell
pan
me.
of popcorn that you. I'm telling you, but I'm telling you, you should look it up so that you understand what it is. But it's a pre-made like pan of popcorn made out of like tinfoil essentially, and it's like completely covered, but so that the tinfoil expands as the popcorn pops. But you just like put the pan
Oh,
over
what
the
the
stove,
hell?
and it pops over the stove. So it just uses the heat from your burner, or any kind of electric stove as well. And
Never.
literally anything hot you could do it over a campfire. It's like campfire cooking as well.
I've seen these in
It's a
cartoons. I've never seen it in real.
Are you looking at it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I think I've only ever like seen one popped in front of me once, maybe twice. That's like not something I don't think they sell in stores generally.
You ever had fried popsicles?
Fried popsicles? No.
A family recipe. I'll tell you the story after I tell
Oh,
you
is
what it
it?
is. It's just it's just Fritos with chili and cheese.
That's not a popsicle.
It's a fried popsicle in our family
I'm gonna
because
shoot you. This is absurd.
it's called a fried popsicle in our family because my my grandma makes it, my abuela makes it, uh, and my dad calls it fried popsicles because she calls it fried popsicles. And the reason why she calls it fried popsicles is because when she asked her mom, she's like, "What are you making?" Just sit down. What are you making? It's fried popsicles. Now sit down. And now it's fried popsicles forever because that's just the makeshift thing she called it.
That's so random.
But then I
Well,
I
and
would
it's
tell
stuck.
other people and
What
they'll
else are
be
you gonna
like,
do?
"Dude, it's a Frito pie." Saying what?
Yeah, I've heard something like that, right?
But it's fried popsicles to me. I just love that. Put up the graph. No, don't really.
It
Well,
is.
Cam,
It's sparse. He's a hot commodity.
the last thing
Yes, sir.
that I would like to talk about today before we close it up for all the fellas out there with loving hearts. Do you, do
What's
you
that, my
want
friend?
to tell the story of how you met your lover? You don't have to.
How I met my lady?
Yeah.
I could.
You could if you would like.
It's interesting. I would like, yeah. It's a long story,
It
but
is a long
it's
story,
not
and I
that
was
long.
part of it.
I'll I'll tell the important parts. You were definitely there, and I don't know fully what your experience of it was because I had a lot of help from friends certainly in sort of
Hmm.
meeting my love, but it was my sophomore year when I was about 14
Sweetheart.
that it was like very first day of school that I met her, and it was like early in the morning, and I just had happened to be looking at like the front gate, maybe looking for another friend or someone who hadn't showed up when I like saw her walk in, like on the first day of school, all dressed up as a lot of people were, and I just like immediately like my eye was caught by her, and I couldn't stop looking,
You
and
went a
I sort of like
wooga.
watched her for a little while, and I believe at this point she had already known me kind of throughout freshman year, but I just had never happened to see her for whatever reason. We never had a class, but on that first day of school, I noticed her walk in, and in first period, I had her sat down in front of me, or maybe it was second, but it was like right, bam, early in the day. I immediately was introduced to her because she was right in front of me, and we all called roll, and we were like friends in that class, and friends for a while, and friends with all of our other friends, and it took a while, and some friends, some mutual friends, including Cody, who kind of had to find out from both of us that we both liked each other, and neither had the courage to ask.
Well, one did.
Yeah, at first. And if you could only imagine, the one that did was she.
Mm.
Um, and sort of jokingly even, but she typed "date me" with the text speak "D8 me,"
She typed
and I
it?
said, "Okay."
Oh,
She typed it.
in
Yeah,
my
not
mind,
even
she
as a
just said
like
it.
a real question.
Oh, okay. I'll go through my
No, I
perspectives on
remember
some
where I
things.
was when it happened, and that is the only person I've ever dated.
That's crazy.
There's much more story to tell and much more after that, but yeah, was there anything that you remember, your perspective wise, around
Well,
that time?
not now. Put in perspective. Okay, fellas. Cam's already obviously know this, but fellas, put in perspective. I don't care anymore. I'm already with somebody else. I don't even like girls anymore. But at that time,
Yes.
I liked her too. So that day where I found out they dated was the worst day of my life.
True.
It was
Like
the worst
dream shattering.
because in my perspective of knowing when this happened, I wasn't in this call or whatever, but I was in the friend group, right? Not of the call. And the next day at school, I another friend of ours that was in that call was being all happy, and they were like, yeah, they're starting to date now. I was like, what do you mean they're starting to date? It's like, yeah, they asked her out and he said yes. And I was like, he said yes? And he's like, yeah, well, you don't look happy. I'm not. He's just like, why? I thought he liked her. He's like, I told him I liked her. And he's like, oh, and perfectly on time, they both showed up. And then they started to be all
Yeah,
lovey-dovey, and I was like, I have to walk away.
you do remind me, surely, yeah, of the time that you were like, oh yeah, she's super cool, and it was kind of like we were talking kind of before
Oh, so
I
like I
really
reminded
caught
you?
feelings for her. But you've just reminded me of the time we were like kind of talking, and I remember certainly knowing that you had liked her for a little while, but I forgot that I had kind of known that in the moment, like kind of
That's okay
before even
though.
I really liked her.
That's
But
okay
yeah,
though. It's
that's
one of those. This is more
I
one of
appreciate
those
you bringing that up.
This is one of those like fate things where it's. I I never got the chance to be with a girl, but I feel like if I did get the chance, I wouldn't be where I am. You know, I probably wouldn't even be a furry
Hmm.
if I dated a girl. You know, that's how big of a change this would all would have been. But
I
yeah,
feel you.
they both were very sneaky about it because when I confessed to Cameron, Cameron was like, "Yeah, I don't really like anybody." And then when the his girl was trying to confess, she's like, "Yeah, I like a senior, but I don't think it's gonna work out." So they both lied. But no, they're together now,
Maybe not complete lie.
and I'm
Little
glad
bit
that
of
it's as
dodging the truth.
I'm glad that it's as stable as it is. Honestly, because it's almost like one of
Me
those
too.
things. Like no matter how many times you were separate, you always came back. So now it's just back for good type of deal.
We all had our part.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, almost destined to fall just how it was.
Yeah. And then for mine being with the cat, it was a very special day because it was um we first met each other in the VR world, and when we first met each other, the way we actually started talking to each other was I was yelling at him because he was trying to he's very much like I'm the top dog type of deal, but then he brought up something like he was talking about Mario Strikers, and I was like, dude, I'll fucking kick your ass in Mario Strikers. He's like, no, you fucking won't. And I was like, dude, I would demolish you. And that's when we started talking. It's because of that. And then we got sweeter. And then in the world that we were in, everybody just was like gone, and it was me and him talking till like 4 a.m, just each other. And we met each other that day, and it was like, damn, we got a fucking connection here. And then obviously
Real stuff, yeah.
he was dating somebody, I was dating somebody, and then later on in life, I was just the person I was with. Kind of, they were a great person, but the way that I described it was just like, so because I was falling for him, and the way it was with the person I was with was like, yeah, the heart's still there, but it's just not like colored in. Like, I still love you, but it's just like not that way anymore.
Interesting. Wow.
That was the only way I knew how to describe it. So then I went for him, and then it wasn't the most perfect way I could have done it, but I got with him, and I'm very lucky to even have gotten with him. And now we're this far in, and it's kind of crazy.
That is super crazy. What a chance meet, and one of those things that, yeah, like you do form the connection, but it doesn't even necessarily happen right away.
No, you're just thinking like, man, this guy's really cool, and then later on you're like, dude, this guy's really cool.
Yeah,
it's like how you said where you didn't notice till later.
Yeah, because I don't think I was necessarily lying to you when I was like, I don't think there's anybody that I've ever had those type of feelings for. You know, I might have just worded it in a way that I was like, maybe I'm thinking about her, but I especially didn't want to hurt your feelings because I didn't like think she would like me or anything like that.
Well, little did you know, you heard it more by not telling me. Because realistically,
Sure.
if you said that, I would have been like, oh yeah, dude, totally. Because, you know, whatever. Like school life doesn't matter. School life is like everything matters. Nothing matters in school life. Once you're out of school, everything's changed. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't act like it stays the same.
Except for your love. Your love didn't change. Nah, she's cool. We're cool. Which honestly, that's really cool
your
too.
Your mom's cool.
Is that she is cool. She's fucking rad. But it's cool that like not only did I get to rekindle my friendship with you in like the past couple years just by coming back to like IRL friends, but me being friends with you got me to being friends with her again, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Because we were chill. We did a lot of chill things, and we were vibing. Just obviously there was that background stuff, which now doesn't exist. Which is cool.
Yeah, lots changed too, which is like things have changed since high school, like you said, and the relationships are the same but different, and different in a good way.
Yeah, very happy where I am, and I'm sure you are.
Yes, sir.
How long?
About 7 inches.
All right, we'll see you in the next Hydra link. Adam, put up the graphic. Enjoy your time.
Wait, do I have to do a haiku?
Oh fuck, that's right, the haiku.
No, don't. Do you have to? Didn't you have to do it? Is that what you said?
No, I did the song.
Fuck, you did do the song, and it's so good.
And it could be Valentine's Day, dude. You could put the Valentine's Day. Adam, cut to where he actually does fucking something. Oh, you're gonna preemptively put it right next to you. There you go.
Fucking there. All right.
Oh,
As always, I'm just going with the first thing off the top of my head. I think this was a quicker one of some of the other ones. Hem hem. Bring out your lovers. Listen to the merry tune. And give them a kiss.
Give him a little kiss. All right. Well, yeah, that was pretty good. That didn't take that long either.
Why, thank you. I thought so.
We'll sing. We'll send them off. Send them off. Goodbye, my fellas. Enjoy your lovey doveys. Even if you're single, you can love us. We'll love you.
We'll love you always, fellas.
Yeah. Goodbye.